Alright, you guys, what's up? It is MMA here, back here with another one, and today we're gonna talk about Lomachenko and why I think he did not get robbed in his latest fight against Devin Haney. I will say I watched the fight back twice, and I'm gonna be honest, I still had Devin Haney winning 7-5. I thought he won a lot of those swing rounds live. I gave Devin Haney a lot of the swing rounds because a lot of those rounds was close, but considering that he was a champion, I feel like you just had to give him those swing rounds. You know, you gotta give it to the champion. That's how the judges score it. But watching it back twice, I kind of felt like those swing rounds really weren't swing rounds. I feel like it was pretty easy to score for me, at least. The only swing round for me was round one. Watching it back twice now, that was the only round that I feel like that round was super close. You could have given it to either one, but outside of that, every other round was clear. I gave Loma round 1, I gave him round 8, I gave him round 9, 10, and 11. Now you could have possibly gave Loma round 3, but I gave Haney round 3. It really depends on how you score it. I really don't, go at anyone's scorecard because everyone values something different in terms of judging. But I want to talk about this. That 112, 116 scorecard was absolutely fucking horrendous. No way Devin Haney won that 112, 116. I thought he won, but that card was bad. Bad card, but the right person still won, in my opinion. Really surprised me in terms of how aggressive he came out early on. Lomachenko's notorious for starting out slow and adjusting to the pace of his opponent, adjusting to the pace of a fight, and making his opponent, switching it around and making his opponent adjust to his pace, if that makes sense, right? But this fight, I feel like he knew Devin wasn't really a threat in terms of power punching, so he came out very aggressive, which surprised me. I didn't expect that, and it made for a fun fight. But I think Devin Haney, the key for him was the body shots. The body shots were very key. You saw Devin really try to throw that jab, and Loma was countering it like early on, and you saw Devin, he would feint it and turn it over to a check hook, which was a really smart adjustment that I liked, and it was landing consistently, primarily in that 5th and 6th round. It was landing very consistently, that left hook was, and later on in the fight it was, but primarily that 5th and 6th round. And I think for Devin, I think he really did his homework on this, because in the Teofimo Lopez fight, we saw that body shots were really Lomachenko's. It was a chink in his armor, and Devin pretty much exploited that. You could see that was heavy in their game plan. But as far as Lomachenko's game plan, I really loved it. I really loved his game plan. I really feel like he could have turned up the pace. He waited way too long to turn up the pace. Way too long. I feel like his post-fight press conference, him talking about how he thought he was winning the fight, I think that had a lot to do with his performance in the second half of the fight. I really thought he was going to turn it up, and he really didn't turn it up until the 11th round. That 11th round was super dominant for Loma. I thought he was going to do that like round 7, round 8. He really didn't do that. He was sitting back. He was really countering a lot. A lot of the flurries missed. I mean, you can score how you want to score, but a lot of those flurries he was throwing missed. About 1 or 2 punches out of the 6 were landing. But I would say that left hand, that left straight was uber consistent for Loma. Like, he was even doubling up on it sometimes. I was saying, damn, he's throwing the undisputed double straight, because he was doubling up on it a lot, and it was landing super consistent, and I love that. But as far as Loma getting robbed, I don't think he got robbed, man. I just felt like Devin scored the cleaner shots. He controlled the center of the ring a little bit more than Loma. Obviously that 11th round, Loma won clearly. I feel like if Loma would have did that more in the second half, he could have had a way better scorecard, and the fight actually would have went in his favor. And speaking on that 12th round, he said he took off the 12th round because he thought he won. I call BS on that, because you had such a dominant 11th round to where it looks like Devin was getting tagged. Everything Loma threw, it was landing on Devin. He could have came out in that 12th round and possibly knocked down Devin, or dare I say finished him. And he took his foot off the gas because he thought he was winning. I call BS on that. Let me know down below in the comment section, what did y'all think about the whole fight? Did Lomachenko get robbed? Did you think Devin Haney won? Let's talk about it. Peace, love, and prosperity. Love y'all. Do something productive with your day. Beating here. It's not productive. See y'all boys next time, man. It's been Jim, man. I'm out.